Breastfeeding is a super fun journey and bonding experience, but it shouldn't keep you from the things you love to do. Hey y'all, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be the last episode of our Pregnant and Athletic series for now because I'm no longer pregnant. Baby G is turning 9 months on Friday, the day that this is being launched, so I am super excited. He's finally crawling and teething and all the things, so he's doing really fantastic. But in our journey postpartum, I've also been breastfeeding up until 7 months when I weaned him, and then I've been pumping since then, and I'm finally done with pumping, which just means that all my pumping gear is gonna go back in the attic for now. But in the meantime, I wanted to make a video for you guys to show y'all how I was able to pump at different events like Hyrox Houston, Renaissance Festival, you know, all these different races that I've done and events that I've gone to in the past 7 months. Because breastfeeding is a big commitment and pumping is a huge part of that if you're doing both bottle and breast. So today we're gonna dive into my pumping bag. So first off, when you're packing your bag, it will look very different based on which type of pump you bring, just the manual or whether you're bringing your electric. So if you plan to be pumping multiple times throughout the day and you feel like you're gonna be more stationary, maybe that electric might be better. But if you're gonna be pumping a lot and be more mobile, maybe that hand pump is smaller, more discreet, it might be easier to take with you. Like when me and my husband went to the Renaissance Festival last November. We were there all day long, sun up to sundown, and I pumped 4 or 5 times over the course of the day. And in that instance, I brought only my hand pump so that I had a lot more mobility involved and it was a lot more discreet when I was pumping in public. But maybe if you're more stationary, you have like a locker you could put this in for the day. I know at Hyrox Houston, Spartan races, they have lockers or a bag check available where you can drop your bags and come back to it throughout the day. And if you have an electric pump, that might be a little bit better for you. Or maybe you have a big cooler in your car you're coming back to and you can leave your electric pump there. That's a really great drop zone for bringing an electric version. But today I'll show you how I can pack either one of those in my bag. So the first thing you'll need is a decent cooler. So in here, this is a Vera Bradley lunch bag that I used actually in high school. So big throwback here. But this keeps things fairly well insulated. If I was doing an all-day event like the Ren Fest, I definitely want to drop my stuff in a cooler in the car that has a lot more ice and is better insulated. But when you're on the go and you're just doing 1 or 2 pump sessions, this thing is perfect. So inside the cooler, I would have 1 base bottle. This thing is about 20 ounces, and this is just a $1 bottle from Walmart that I got in the kids' lunch kit section. So it was super cheap, and I have 3 of them actually. I have the other 2 in the side pockets here so that I can use them if this one fills up. But in the bag, I also have several of these guys, these little very slimline cooler packs that help keep things nice and cool in there. And in here, after I've pumped, I definitely want to put my pump parts in there so that they stay cooler longer and I can reuse them throughout the day. So I know this might not be 100% kosher for a lot of people because you might want to wash your pump parts after every single use. That's totally fine. But when you're on the go and you're at an event or a race and you don't really have access to clean washing solutions or dish soap and things like that, it's not really feasible. So having your pump parts in a plastic bag that you can stick inside your cooler is really, really a great hack to be able to keep reusing them throughout the day. So I have a Medela hand pump, and so this is the bottle that attaches to my hand pump. So I'd have that bottle in there as well as my pump parts, which are the flange and then the actual pump system with the handle that goes on there. So with this kit, I would be able to assemble it real quick. It's all right there, and then I can put it back in the bag and hide it away. So just a side note, I'd also have in my bag a secondary flange and a secondary pump part, just because with all these pump parts, there's some little tiny silicone bits that could get easily damaged or messed up, especially when you're on the go. So I wanna always have a secondary option just in case. And all of this is really easy just to pack away again. It fits really nicely in a lunch kit, especially if you have these lunch kit size bottles that fit in there really well. And a lot of the stuff I already had in my house when I was, you know, looking for stuff to use. The only thing I had to go out and buy was these bottles from Walmart. And again, they were like $1.50, $1 each, you know, something along those lines. So very simple, very easy and affordable. I already had the lunch kit. I had to buy those little ice packs, but those are on Amazon for really cheap too. So that lunch kit would fit down in the bag at the bottom. And I would also have some room elsewhere to put, where did I put them? Outer pocket. to put some hand sanitizers because I am huge on hand sanitizer. I always want to have that just in case after I pump. And of course you need a good burp cloth or washcloths. You know, baby washcloths are super small, so those are really easy to stick in there. You can put 2 or 3, so if one gets gross, you can always just put it in one of those baggies for later. And if you're planning to do any kind of electric pumping, I would recommend putting your cups in a bag like this as well. I love these Ziploc bags because they are so easy to keep your parts compartmentalized, and it's also easy for cleaning because you can contain messes really easily. So I highly recommend doing a ton of gallon-sized Ziploc bags. But these are really easy to just pop inside here, and I've even figured out that if I nestle them down next to my freezer kit, then I can even put my Spectra in on top, just like so. So now in this kit currently, I have my Spectra, I have 2 different cups for the Spectra, as well as my hand pump and all the refrigeration things all in one little unit. So this is honestly a really cheap little bag from Amazon. We got it for the Renfest because it was more, you know, Renfesty. It was a canvas bag, but it's worked really well for a pumping bag as well. It has lots of little pockets and things, but it's actually fairly easy to contain everything if you're willing to have a little backpack or purse for it. I know this one is fairly large, but I wanted something with the capability of having both the electric and the manual if I needed it. And I don't normally bring both of them. I usually plan on which one I want to use at an event, and then I would bring that one type, but it's just an option to have both, and I like that option. And the only thing I forgot to grab before filming this video is in Baby G's room, and he's napping right now, so I can't get it. But it's one of my pump covers. So I have these poncho pump covers. They are fantastic. I cannot remember the brand right now. I'll put it in the comments. But I would usually pack that poncho too, because if I have to pump in public, like at Hyrox, for example, I was in the George R. Brown facility, and yes, there are bathrooms, and yes, there's an upstairs section and things like that, but that George R. Brown facility is giant. And if I wanted to pump and then be ready to go warm up right afterwards, I had to be fairly close, and sometimes going halfway across to a different area in the facility is not really feasible. So I just kind of found a corner and just kind of turned away from everybody, and I pumped right there in public. Nobody knew what I was doing over there. So it was great, and it worked out well. And that is what I would put in my pumping bag for any kind of race or event that I would go to. So it's definitely been bittersweet being done with my breastfeeding journey for now. It was a very sweet bonding time for me and Baby G, but I'm also incredibly excited to be done, you know? So if you're a breastfeeding athlete, I hope this gives you the kind of know-how and the confidence to sign up for that event if you want to. Breastfeeding is a super fun journey and bonding experience, but it shouldn't keep you from the things you love to do. So I hope you have a lot of fun events in your future, and I hope this helps. And if you learned something, hit that like and subscribe down below to stay tuned for all my hybrid training content. Lots of things pertaining to DECA or hyrox, Deadly Dozen, and all these different hybrid fitness races, and I've got a lot of videos to help. But other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!